Alright, let's do a little project. I'm going to show you how you can crack a PDF file which is password protected. And I'm going to show you two ways. First way is if the password is an easy one, you can first try the online version where a free service has pre-hashed hash keys, and they quickly look up if the password used is a very common, popular one. And if it is, it will actually tell you the password and let you download a password-free version. And the alternative method is your last resort, is where you can actually brute force a PDF file using your own computer resources. Okay, so I'm going to create a PDF document out of Microsoft Word as an example. So what we're going to do, we're going to make two PDF files, one with an easy to guess password and another with more secure password. And then we're going to attempt to crack the insecure password one using an online service that's free. And then we will try the more complex password PDF as well on the free online service, and you will see that it will fail. And I'll show you how you can identify type of encryption used on the PDF and manually run a brute force or use a word list to attempt to get into the file. So we're in Microsoft Word here, and we're going to make a hello world document. A smiley face. All right, so we're going to save this as a PDF file. Give it a name. So this is the PDF file, it's a Word document. So what we want to do is go into Save as Type, PDF, and under Options, we're going to choose Encrypt the document with a password, and I'm going to make the password just as its password. So this is an easy to guess one. So we're going to call this Hello World Easy. Done. Now let's create a more complex password, and we're going to call this one. So we make it a PDF. Options, encrypt. Okay, so the password I'm going to make for this one is capital P ASSW0RD. So capital P ASSW0RD. Let's not forget it. And we're going to say this is called hard. So easy is password, hard is password. Okay. Just confirm that is the password I've used for the hard one. Yep, that's correct. There we go. That's password. Let's open the second one. Capital P ASSW0RD. Great. So our files are ready, and I'll show you how you can try to crack the password the easy way. Okay, so we're going to Google this online free PDF password removal, and I'm going to use this one here, lostmypass.com. Alright, so I'm not a robot. Alright, let's give it a go. Upload a file, easy. And let's see what happens. Here we go. I've just said I don't know the password, and it's attempting to guess a password. There we go. So this one managed to recover the password, as you can see. It found the correct password. Fantastic. Let's try the hard version. Cross fingers. It's my first time trying this live. Hey, look at that. All right, we're gonna have to be more clever than this password. So this website is able to crack that one too. Okay, so what do? We go into Microsoft Word, go back to our document again. Right, let's make it something more complex. All right, so what we do, we go File, Save As, PDF Project, and let's make it something that we can remember. Right, I've added an exclamation mark, as you can see. So this one should be really hard, very complex. Options, Encrypted, and we want to replace that file. Right, let's go. PDF options. Let's call this harder. Okay, so let's try this. One thing you need to know when later down the track we use hashcrack to crack the password, the version of PDF file or the encryption number of bits it uses. I'll show you how you can identify this later. This is taking its time now. And I don't think it will find the password. Right, here we go. So they're not able to use their pre-hashed keys to recover the password. So this is a great service. So they charge $39 and pay on success. That's the important thing. Okay, so let's go and crack this password now. So this is the hard method. I'll put a link to a website that has helped me with this password cracking. And I've got a bunch of programs in my system path already. And so here we go. I'll show you how we can do this. So we're going to start from ground zero. Basically, if you don't know anything about our PDF file, so organization, we know nothing. So let's go into the directory where we have the PDF file. So hardware is there, as you can see. Okay, so I'm going to use a program called pdfid.py and reference this file. And let's see what it tells us. Okay, so it tells us this is definitely a PDF file, version 1.6, and it is encrypted. And let's see if we can get a little bit more information about this file. You also need Python installed in your computer. Okay, so, sorry, Mr. -s, and has actually search type of encryption, or where the encryption is. Okay, so it's located, I think it's located size 30. So that's where the encryption bit is. So we're going to extract the hash information from there, which is what we're going to crack. So the object that's encrypted is this one here, encrypt / encrypt number 28. So you need to remember this number, 28. Okay, mama, rubbish. Okay, so here we go. PDF parser, object number in our case, it is 28. And hello world harder. So more information about the encryption. Length is 128. So this is the encryption length. So if it was 40, that would be very quick to crack. 128 is not bad. And then you got 256 and 1024 and 2048, and they're even harder to crack. So 128 is what Microsoft Word uses to encrypt PDF documents. And let's figure out what kind of password it is used. Sometimes you can have a PDF document with a password protection to open the file, and sometimes you don't have a password to open the file, but you have a password to protect it from being edited, like government documents or any official documents. And we're going to use a program called QPDF. Right, so when you see invalid password, in this case, it's encrypted with a user password, meaning to open the file only. And I actually have another file with a editing encryption password, and I'll show you the difference. Just put it in the same place. Okay, so here it is. This file here, client.pdf. Let's run the same command on this file here. So as you can see the difference, so this one only said invalid password, whereas the client file, you can see much more information. So it's empty, meaning you can open the file, and they did allow, they did set a lot of properties to this file. As you can see, modifying is not allowed to a certain degree without a password and the encryption they've used. Cool. So that gives you a very good idea. Now, we're not interested in this client file. Let's go back to cracking the password. Now we need to extract the hash from this encrypted PDF file. And for that we use PDF to John. Right, so the bit that we're really interested in here is the second column starting from there, excluding the B, excluding the single colon. So anything from $sign all the way until the beginning of second column. So right here, this is our hash that we're interested in cracking with hash crack at next stage. So you might want to copy that, and I have just copied it. And if you follow the guide on the website, what they're saying is you can put that hash into a file very quickly using a program called CSV cut. So here we go. I've got that on this computer already set up. So what we do is, yep, so CS, okay, so we run that command again, and we output the information into CSV cut.py-s, and then colon 1, and we'll call this hello harder hash for our reference. Done. Now let's have a look at that file. So this is the file, and as you can see, this is the information. So we don't need this end bit, and we don't need these guys. We just want it like this and click on save. Okay, so we go back to our command line. Okay. Now we're going to use hashcat to attempt to recover the password. So here we go. Now for this, you might want to actually go into the hashcat directory where you saved the program. And I think I saved it on the all right. I'm running a 64-bit computer. Just about everybody nowadays anyway. And so what we're going to do is, if it does find the file, encrypted password, we would like it to save it to a POT file. And let's call this harder. And now this M bit is what's interesting. M varies according to the type of PDF document you're cracking. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to cancel this command. Just run hashcat as is and search for help. And I'll just take you up, further up. And M is for type of encryption. Here it is. See, the PDF we're working with, it's one of these. And so if you remember, we saw 1.6 in one of our commands much earlier. So if I take you back further, somewhere, here we go, PDF header 1.6. So based on that, the encryption method we're going to use is 10500. All right, so all right, let's run the command again. POT file path harder.hash POT 10500 because we got version 1.6, which is actually a 128-bit. And attack mode. So this part here varies according to how you're going to attempt to crack. A3 means brute force, so you can see the options here. Attack mode, brute force, and you might have a word list. It's up to you. Okay, and the hash file that we need to hack is temp PDF project hello.harder hash file. There we go. And what type of pattern you should use to like a character set that it should use to crack. Now, if it's your first time using this, you might find this a bit confronting. You can Google, for example, so you get a whole bunch of ideas. Yeah, this one here, mask attack. So this is the interesting one. This is something you may want to learn. So you can provide your own character set, and this is ideal if you know certain pattern that some companies may use. So to give you an idea, for example, I'll show you an example, and we'll go entire full screen. So give you an idea. Let's say you know the company or the password that is used is in a certain pattern. For example, share market statements or transaction records from brokers are usually sent. They usually send PDF documents with password encrypted in their email. So if email gets compromised, people can't open the PDF documents. And usually they're protected in a certain pattern, including if you ever requested your credit history, they also use a certain pattern. Give you an idea. They might say first character is initials of your first name, then last name, then month, then year. So, for example, if your name is John Citizen and you're born on 1st of the 2nd, 1960, and your password then will be 02. And the year could be, let's say, last 2 digits. Then the password will be this. Now this, if you know there is such a pattern, then you're in usually good hands. So you can tell your mask here certain pattern. You can say up to, say, somebody has maximum of 15 characters for their last name and first name, then for digits. Yeah, so the mask that you will create for this case is, so you'll go 1, and so the mask will be, so now we're going to say number 1 is going to be the capital letters. So capital letters. This is good. Let me give you another example, because if these are all capital, we don't need to create a mask. We can just go U, U, U 15 times, and then the number is D, D, D. A good example will be like this. Let's say the first letter is lowercase only, and the rest are capital. Yeah, so first name, lowercase, and capital. So then this is where you will use a pattern. So you will say, this is also not good. I need a better example. Okay, how about this? So this was our password, right? How about we generate a mask for this password? Okay. But the point about this was simply this. So let's say this is the password, this is the password, this is the pattern they use, and the mask you will use is basically first letter is a L, and then second letter is a capital, and you want to do maximum of 10, so that's 5, 10, 10, and then 4 numbers after that, so you will go D, 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 D. And just to show you this in the real world, so if we go back to our command line, and I'll go back to the command line screen. Alright, I need to exit that, quit. I had to kill it from the background. And let's add our hash. Here we go. And as you can see, password is trying. First letter is lowercase, and then it's increasing. So, by the way, that letter I in our command here says it can be any number of characters below this many digits. And looks like first letter was correct. So you will eventually get there, but it will take a while. So you get the idea. Now let's go and create a mask for this, just to speed it up. Alright, so this is where that, oh, you can't see the screen. I'll just bring you back to the other screen. Alright, going back here. So we're going to create our own mask based on this password. Alright, so what we're going to say, one could be, okay, so we're going to say first letter is the capital, so U. And second letter is an exclamation mark, so that will be S. And we're going to say the rest of the letters are lowercase. Okay, so we're going to say they're containing lowercase characters. How many we got? 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And right, here we go. So we're going to say, look, we're not sure. This O can be a number or letter, so we don't know. So we can say number 1 is basically lowercase and numbers. So yep. And this is where this your own identifier makes it easy. So we can put that into it. So we got capital letters here, and then exclamation mark, and then instead of an L, now we're going to use our own number 1 here because we made our own mask. So 1 could be, this letter position could be a number or a lowercase. And we'll say that all the way. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7 characters. So we need 3 more of these. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And then 8 and 9. Okay. I'm going to use this. And I'm going to remove the letter I because I don't want it to start from all the way position 1 until position 9. It will take a really long time for this video. But in your case, you do want to emit this letter I here, dash I. Okay, so let's put in our mask that we want to use. Okay, let's see. I forgot to remove letter I. I am recording on the same computer I'm doing the brute force on, so it will be quite slow, but let's see. But that is working like it should. So as you can see, first is a letter, second is a special character, and then the rest can be any letters and numbers combination. 2, 4, 6, 7, yep, correct. That is working correctly. At 3000 K hashes per second, which is very slow. But this will definitely find that password. I'm pressing the letter S to give us a status. To speed it up even further, let's put a D here to tell us that it is actually a D, and the rest are letters. But as long as you understand what I've done there, you'll be on your way. Okay, so we're not using 1 anymore. We're just using the standard key sets. So let's close it, character sets that is. And this should be much quicker. Let's have a look. Cool, that's working. Wow, that's how many possibilities there is. That is still very high. 497 million. So 2,650,497,358,080. Jesus, okay, that will take a really long time. Alright, so let's use some of our own characters, shall we? Okay, while that's going on, I'll just check something on my end. Okay, so we're going to create a new character set because this is going to take a really long time. Alright, so first character set is going to be capital P. And we're going to say first the letter P. And second custom character set is going to be an exclamation mark. Right. So we're going to say 1, 2, and the rest are letters. And that's definitely a number. Let's give this a go. This should speed it up even more. Sorry, I didn't have the window. What I was doing there was I created a custom character set. So -1 character set is letter P only. Character set number 2 is an exclamation mark. And then here is the mask. So letters, letters, numbers, letters all the way. Exclamation mark and the letter P. Let's put that in. Here we go. This shouldn't take long. How many we got here? 6, 9, so 3 billion. So you can see the more you know about the potential, what the password could be, you can speed the process up even further. Shouldn't take that long. Going back to our password, it was, yeah, this one here. So we're waiting for it to find P, exclamation mark, password. So the progress is 4%, so this will definitely find it in time being. I'm just gonna refine that even further. The point I'm trying to show why I'm doing this is actually to show you the end result and how you can find the actual password after cracking it. So I'm going to offer another third character set. Let's make that a 3. And this one should definitely find it in literally no time. Yep, here we go. We're already on 6% and only 300 million to go. There we go. It's cracked. Wonderful. So now we go and open the pod file. We can say notepad. What was the file? Harder.pod. Okay, so this is the pod file, and here is the password it found. You can see it used a 128-bit encryption. Now, sometimes this value here is in a hex format. And to give you an idea, I've got another pod file there. Notepad, hashcat. Let me check this first. Oh yeah, here is a earlier one that I was playing around with. Basically, this was the result of hashcat pod file. Notice the password is in the hex format. So if you ever do get this, simply and just go into text to text online. There are plenty of websites. So you just put in your hex value, and it will generate the text version for you. All right, and that's about it. That was a lot of fun, cracking PDF document passwords. I really learned a lot myself, but you do really need a powerful computer to do any real world brute force.